What if I told you there's one simple drink that can change everything? How firm you feel, how confident you are, how alive your body becomes in just 60 minutes. Most men over 50 think their problem is age, that it's just how it is. But I'm here to tell you, man to man, that's not the truth. It's not about age, it's about blood flow. And the truth is, your veins aren't dead. They're just waiting for the right signal to open again. There's one drink sitting in your grocery store right now that can force your blood vessels to open up to 200% wider. Naturally, no pills, no side effects, no prescriptions, just pure biological power working the way your body was designed to work. This is what men in their 60s and 70s are now using to reclaim their confidence, their strength, and their identity. And it starts working within 1 hour. Hi, I'm Dr. Thomas. I'm a board-certified urologist, and I've spent the past 20 years in clinical practice helping men restore performance and vitality without relying on drugs. I've worked with thousands of men who sat across from me feeling defeated, convinced their best years were behind them. And I've watched those same men walk out of my office with a completely different mindset after understanding one simple truth about their own biology. Today, I'm going to show you exactly what this drink is, how it works, and how you can use it to bring back the strength and stamina you thought were gone forever. Because the secret to lasting power isn't found in a prescription bottle. It's hidden inside the natural chemistry of your own body. Stay with me till the end, because the most powerful part comes last. Before we talk about the drink itself, you need to understand what's really happening inside your body. When you were younger, your arteries were wide, flexible, and full of life. Blood rushed through them like water, through a brand new hose, strong, fast, and unrestricted. But as the years pass, stress, sugar, lack of sleep, and even sitting too long start to damage the lining of those arteries. That inner lining is called the endothelium. That lining controls one critical signal, nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is like a switch. When it's turned on, your blood vessels open wide. When it's turned off, they tighten, restricting blood flow everywhere, including where it matters most for a man. That's why so many men notice that their firmness fades, their recovery slows, and their energy drops. It's not just about hormones, it's about circulation. Let me give you a picture. Imagine trying to water your garden with a hose full of kinks. No matter how strong the water pressure, nothing flows through. Your body works the same way. Without open vessels, blood can't reach the muscles, the nerves, and the tissues that create performance. And no amount of willpower or desire changes that basic physical reality. Here's the part that should give every man hope. Your body can repair this. You can actually retrain your arteries to open up again and flood your body with life. And it starts with what you drink, because certain natural compounds trigger nitric oxide production and force those arteries to relax, naturally, safely, and fast. In this video, I'll reveal 5 powerful drinks that can do exactly that. Drinks that restore circulation, boost oxygen delivery, and bring back the performance you thought was gone. But one of them is so potent, it can expand your veins by over 200% within just an hour. And that's the one we're starting with right now. The #1 nitric oxide powerhouse you can drink before intimacy. This is it. The drink that pharmaceutical companies never talk about because it works too well and it costs almost nothing. Beetroot juice. It's not exotic, it's not expensive. And yet, it is one of the most powerful tools I've found in 20 years of urology for supercharging blood flow and performance, especially for men over 50. Here's the science, and I want you to really hear this. Beetroot is loaded with natural nitrates. When you drink it, those nitrates travel through your digestive system, into your bloodstream, and transform into nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is the molecule that signals your arteries to relax and open wide. When nitric oxide rises, your blood vessels expand, like a compressed spring finally releasing. That expansion means more oxygen, more nutrients, and more blood reaching every part of your body that needs it, including the most critical ones for intimacy and stamina. Clinical studies show that beetroot juice can increase blood flow by up to 200% within an hour. That's not hype. That's documented biology. When nitric oxide surges, the smooth muscles in your blood vessel walls relax. Your circulation improves. Your firmness strengthens. And that mental confidence, the kind that comes from knowing your body is working, that comes roaring back. Here's the key. Timing and amount matter. Drink about 8 to 16 ounces, that's 250 to 500 ml, of pure beetroot juice about 60 minutes before activity. That's the window when nitric oxide peaks in your blood. You can make it fresh with a juicer or buy pure unsweetened beetroot juice at most grocery stores. Just avoid blends with added sugar. Sugar directly counteracts the vascular benefits you're trying to create. If you don't love the earthy taste, and a lot of men don't at first, mix it with a splash of apple juice or ginger juice. Keep at least 75% beetroot, and you'll keep all the power. Some men tell me they feel a warm pulse moving through their body about 45 minutes after drinking it. That's circulation waking up. That's blood flowing into places it hasn't reached in years. And that's just the beginning, because once nitric oxide starts flowing, you can protect it, extend it, and make it last longer. How? By pairing beetroot juice with a second powerful drink that keeps nitric oxide alive inside your bloodstream. And that's what we're talking about next. The ancient drink warriors used for strength and endurance. Now, let's talk about something sweet, deep red, and ancient. A drink once called the nectar of strength in Persian medicine, pomegranate juice. For thousands of years, men have used it to boost fertility, energy, and endurance. And today, science finally explains why, and I can tell you from clinical experience, this one deserves its reputation. Inside every glass of pomegranate juice are powerful plant compounds called polyphenols, especially one known as punicalagin. Think of punicalagin as a shield. When you drink pomegranate juice, these antioxidants rush through your bloodstream and protect nitric oxide, the same molecule that beetroot juice helps you produce. Here's the thing most men don't know. Nitric oxide is fragile. The moment it meets free radicals or inflammation in your bloodstream, it breaks down and becomes useless. That's where pomegranate steps in. It blocks those free radicals, keeping your nitric oxide alive and active for hours longer. So while beetroot opens your arteries, pomegranate guards them, like a seasoned soldier protecting what's been built. The result? More sustained blood flow, better circulation, and longer-lasting firmness. This isn't theory. A major clinical study followed men who drank a small glass of pomegranate juice daily for 4 weeks. Nearly half reported that their performance returned to levels they hadn't experienced in years, and many of them said their confidence, that quiet, masculine confidence, came back with it. To get the full benefit, drink about 8 to 10 ounces of pure, unsweetened pomegranate juice about an hour before intimacy. And here's a powerful bonus that I always share with my patients. If you make it part of your morning routine, your baseline circulation will improve over time. Every day you drink it, you're conditioning your blood vessels to stay open, responsive, and elastic. You're doing cardiovascular maintenance in a glass. But what if there was a drink that didn't just protect nitric oxide, but actually helped your body produce more of it from a completely different pathway? There is, and it comes from one of the world's most refreshing fruits. The summer fruit hiding a powerful performance secret. This next one surprises almost every man I tell it to. Watermelon, you probably think of it as a summer barbecue staple. Sweet, refreshing, nothing more. But inside that red flesh, and even more so the white rind, is one of the most powerful natural compounds I know for men's circulation. It's called citrulline. When you drink watermelon juice, your body converts citrulline into another amino acid called arginine. Arginine then turns into nitric oxide, the same molecule that opens your arteries, increases blood flow, and drives stronger, longer-lasting performance. Now, here's the critical insight that separates this from supplements. If you take arginine directly in a pill or powder, your digestive system breaks most of it down before it even reaches your bloodstream. It's largely wasted. But citrulline from watermelon bypasses that process entirely. It travels through your digestive system intact, gets converted efficiently in your kidneys, and then floods your system with usable arginine, pure fuel for nitric oxide production. That means watermelon juice is actually a more efficient route to boosting nitric oxide than most of the supplements on store shelves right now. Studies confirm this. Men who drank watermelon juice daily experienced measurable improvements in blood flow and firmness within just 2 weeks. Not months, 2 weeks. So here's how to make it work for you. Blend 3 to 4 cups of fresh watermelon cubes. Include some of that pale white rind, That's where most of the citrulline concentrates. You'll end up with about 16 ounces of juice. Drink it 30 to 60 minutes before intimacy. It's naturally sweet, deeply hydrating, and works beautifully alongside beetroot and pomegranate. Because here's the way I explain it to my patients. Beetroot creates nitric oxide, pomegranate protects it, and watermelon gives your body more raw material to make it. Three natural allies working in concert to bring your circulation back to the strength it's supposed to have. And when you combine them the right way, the effect is genuinely remarkable. That's what I call the triple nitric oxide booster. Let me show you how to make it. The triple nitric oxide booster, where everything comes together all right, gentlemen. This is the moment everything we've covered clicks into place. You now understand how beetroot juice opens your blood vessels, how pomegranate protects nitric oxide, and how watermelon gives your body more fuel to create it. Now imagine what happens when you combine all three into one powerful drink. That's the triple nitric oxide booster. And it's one of the simplest, most effective vascular tools I've ever recommended in my practice. Here's the formula. In a large glass or shaker, combine 8 ounces of beetroot juice, 6 ounces of watermelon juice, 4 ounces of pomegranate juice. That's an 18-ounce drink that activates 3 distinct biological pathways for blood flow, stamina, and energy simultaneously. The beetroot sends nitrates surging through your system to trigger nitric oxide production. The watermelon adds citrulline, which converts to arginine, fueling even more nitric oxide from a separate pathway. And the pomegranate's antioxidants guard that nitric oxide, keeping it alive and working longer in your bloodstream. Together, they create a chain reaction, like a 3-lane highway suddenly opening up after years of gridlock. Men who try this combination often describe a very specific sensation: warmth, steadiness, and a deep sense of being physically charged. Not jittery or overstimulated, just alive. Strong, ready, drink it about an hour before intimacy for the strongest results. If you're consistent, 2 to 3 times per week, your baseline circulation will keep improving. You'll notice better energy, faster recovery, sharper focus throughout the day. Some of my patients have told me it feels like finding a version of themselves they thought they'd lost permanently. And here's what I want you to understand as a physician. You don't need to wait weeks to feel something. The effects begin building within hours, and the longer you maintain this routine, the stronger they get, because once your circulation wakes up, your body starts remembering how it's supposed to function. But what happens when you stop treating this as a one-time thing and start making it a daily practice? That's where the real transformation happens. Daily circulation training, building a stronger foundation every day. Here's something most men never realize, and it's one of the most important things I tell my patients. These drinks don't just work for one night. They train your body to perform better every single day. Nitric oxide isn't a one-time chemical burst. It's part of your body's long-term vascular communication system. When you give your blood vessels the nutrients they need consistently, they adapt. They start producing nitric oxide more efficiently on their own. They become more flexible. They stay open longer, even at rest. That means your baseline circulation improves permanently over time. Even on ordinary days with no intimacy planned, you'll notice the difference. You'll wake up with more energy. You'll recover faster after physical activity. Your hands and feet will stay warmer because blood is finally circulating the way it should. Studies show that men who drink beetroot or pomegranate juice daily for several weeks develop measurably stronger, more responsive blood vessels. Their blood pressure stabilizes, their stamina increases. Their confidence, that quiet, grounded masculine confidence, returns. Think of it as compounding interest for your biology. Each glass you drink builds upon the last. You're not just boosting performance for one night. You're rebuilding the foundation for the years ahead. Here's the simple daily protocol I recommend to my patients. In the morning, drink a small glass of pomegranate juice, about 8 ounces. This sets the stage for better endothelial health throughout the entire day. In the afternoon, add a beetroot shot or a small watermelon smoothie. This keeps nitric oxide levels elevated, your vessels open, and your circulation active. And when you know intimacy might happen later that day, that's when you bring out the full triple booster formula. Because at that point, your body isn't starting from zero. It's already primed, already warm, already responsive. Men who commit to this routine consistently report something beyond the physical improvements. They feel more present, more confident in their own skin, more like the man they know themselves to be. And there are still two more natural allies that can deepen this transformation. One that helps your body recover, and one that sharpens your focus and calm under pressure. Two overlooked allies, Recovery A&D focused calm lets add two powerful tools that most men completely overlook. These aren't just blood flow boosters, they help your body recover, stay composed, and perform without burning out under pressure. First, tart cherry juice. This dark red juice is rich in antioxidants called anthocyanins. They fight systemic inflammation, repair blood vessel walls, and help your arteries stay supple and flexible. But here's the hidden advantage most men don't know about. Tart cherry juice is one of nature's richest natural sources of melatonin. Now, most men think melatonin is just a sleep aid, but as a urologist, I can tell you it's also a powerful vascular protector. Melatonin helps your body repair the endothelium, that critical inner lining of your arteries, while you sleep. It also protects nitric oxide from breaking down overnight, so you wake up with better baseline circulation the next morning. Drink a small glass of tart cherry juice 2 to 3 hours before bed, and you're not just setting yourself up for deeper, more restorative sleep. You're boosting tomorrow's circulation before tomorrow even begins. It's like running a maintenance cycle on your cardiovascular system every single night. Now the daytime partner, green tea. Green tea doesn't directly create nitric oxide. Instead, it protects the enzyme responsible for making it. Its key compound, EGCG, shields that enzyme from oxidative damage. That means the nitric oxide you're already producing works harder and lasts longer. Green tea also contains L-theanine, an amino acid that creates calm mental focus without sedation. Combined with green tea's natural caffeine, L-theanine produces what I call focused relaxation, that composed, grounded state of mind that every man benefits from before intimacy. Here's a practical blend I recommend. Brew 2 strong cups of green tea. Let them cool. Mix with 8 ounces of pure pomegranate juice and pour over ice. I call this the endothelial health blend. It supports your blood vessels, sharpens your mind, and sustains your nitric oxide levels throughout the entire day. Keep this in rotation alongside your triple booster, and you've built a complete daily system for circulation, recovery, and performance. But there's one more factor that can make or break everything, something so basic most men never think about it. Hydration. Let me tell you why it matters more than you think. The hydration rule, the foundation everything else depends on, before you reach for any of these powerful drinks, there's one rule every man needs to understand. None of it works the way it should if you're dehydrated. Think of your blood like water in a hose. If there isn't enough of it, even the widest hose won't build pressure. That's exactly what happens inside your body. When you're low on fluids, your blood volume drops, and when that happens, circulation, energy, and firmness all suffer, regardless of what else you've consumed. Here's the practical solution. In the 2 to 3 hours before intimacy, drink 16 to 24 ounces of plain water. Not right before, give your body time to absorb it, rebuild blood volume, and prepare your system for better flow. Then when it's time for your nitric oxide booster, your blood already has the volume and pressure it needs to respond fully. But be smart about it. Drinking too much water immediately before activity can leave you feeling bloated and distracted. Hydration is about balance, not flooding your system. It's about creating the right internal environment so everything else can work. Now, temperature, this is something I tell every patient. If you drink your juice ice cold, your body responds with a brief constriction of blood vessels. That's the opposite of what you want. Keep your drinks at room temperature or just slightly cool. Cold liquids create a temporary tightening effect. Room temperature keeps your vessels relaxed and receptive. And timing, it matters more than most men realize. Beetroot, watermelon, and the triple blend all work best consumed about 60 minutes before intimacy. That's when nitric oxide peaks in your bloodstream. That said, every man's body responds slightly differently. Some notice the strongest effects at 45 minutes. Others need closer to 90. Experiment, find your window. Pay attention to your own body's signals, and a word of caution from a physician, more isn't better. Stick to the optimal ranges. 8 to 16 ounces of beetroot juice, 7 to 10 ounces of pomegranate, 12 to 16 ounces of watermelon. Exceeding those amounts doesn't increase the benefit, it just adds unnecessary sugar and calories that your body doesn't need. So to bring it together, stay hydrated, keep your drinks at room temperature, and time them about an hour before activity. Do those 3 things consistently, and you will feel the difference, not just physically, but in the quiet, steady confidence that comes from knowing your body is working with you, not against you. The final takeaway, reclaiming what's yours, let's bring it all home. Gentlemen, because what we've talked about today isn't just about one drink or one night, it's about reclaiming something far deeper, your circulation, your vitality, your confidence, and your identity as a man. Here's the truth I want you to carry with you. Your body still has the power to perform the way it did years ago. You just have to give it the right signals. When you feed it the right nutrients, beetroot for nitric oxide production, pomegranate for protection, watermelon for additional fuel, cherry juice for overnight recovery, and green tea for calm, focused energy, you're not taking a shortcut. You're working with your own biology the way it was designed to be supported. Start with this. 1 hour before intimacy, drink your triple nitric oxide booster, 8 ounces of beetroot, 6 ounces of watermelon, 4 ounces of pomegranate. Drink it at room temperature. Stay well hydrated beforehand. Breathe deeply. Then give your body the time it needs to respond. You'll feel warmth spreading through your chest and limbs. You'll feel energy that isn't frantic or artificial, just steady and real. You'll feel alive in a way that reminds you of who you are. And if you build the full daily ritual, pomegranate in the morning, beetroot or watermelon in the afternoon, tart cherry juice before bed, you won't just have better performance on any given night. You'll have permanently rebuilt the vascular foundation that drives your energy, your strength, and your masculine confidence across every area of your life. Men who commit to this routine tell me something that goes beyond the physical results. They stop worrying about performance. They stop dreading intimacy. They stop feeling like something is broken inside them. Instead, they start enjoying connection again, fully present, fully engaged, fully themselves. That's the real power behind these natural boosters. They don't just help your body, they help you feel like the man you know yourself to be. So here's what I'm asking you to do. Try the 1 hour ritual just once this week. Then come back and tell me what you noticed. Leave a comment below. Did you feel stronger blood flow? More energy? Better confidence? More like yourself? I read every comment personally, and I answer the most common questions in my future videos. Because your health matters, and your questions deserve real answers from a real physician. If this video gave you something useful, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share it with another man in your life who deserves to feel strong and confident again. Because your best years are not behind you. They are waiting for you to make one simple choice and wake your body back up. I'm Dr. Thomas, and I want you to remember this. Power, stamina, and confidence all begin with one thing: circulation. Take care of your blood flow, and everything else follows. In our next video, I'll show you a bedtime habit that can naturally triple your testosterone without a single supplement. You won't want to miss it. Stay strong, gentlemen. Take care of yourselves.